Hello, I am Baron Baptiste, and welcome to a standing hip opening practice. This practice, the intention is to open, to release around the pelvis, and energetically to create a release and opening into new vitality, new freedom in your body. So work in your own way, use your intuition as your guide, listen to your body, really be in an insightful, meditative kind of space with each pose in the practice. Let this be yours and for your own expansion and expansive results. So this is Leah. Awesome, Leah. You ready? And Leah, I'll be speaking Leah through the practice. She's an amazing yogini, practitioner, teacher. We'll be practicing, she'll be practicing, I'll be talking to you, to Leah, and we'll make some energy happen here today. All right, so let's come into child's pose. The pose of the child. And this is an opportunity right now to integrate into this space, your mat, this moment, to leave the rest of your life, the busyness of your life, the concerns of life, just to leave it, separate it out from the practice in this moment. Come into breathing, just pull the belly up into the body, get a sense of the earth beneath you, your contact to the floor, breath flowing through your body, just letting the mind, the brain soften. And then gently come onto your hands and knees and come into downward facing dog pose. Just take a 3, 4, 5 breaths here to feel it out from the hands. Get rooted through the hands, the toes spread out. Just create energy. It's amazing. You feel the earth with your fingers, your claws, your knuckles, your toes. Spread your feet into the earth. You suddenly are like connected. You're dialed into a higher kind of source energy just by feeling earth. From the hands and feet, draw up, contract the muscles up. The bones, get connected to the bones leading the actions. The upper arms to the sky, the upper back softening, and then gently walk to the front of your mat. And we'll just move halfway up, and kind of lengthen here from the feet through your pelvis to the crown, lengthening and then bowing forward, the feet, the earth rising up, and then come all the way up to standing, integration, reach up to the sky, and breathing, feel your feet, scoop the front of the pelvis, just the whole body neutral, just a true north alignment, your heart to the heavens, your feet to the earth, embodied, taking a full breath in, to get taller, root deeper, bow forward. And let's just flow. We'll take like 3 A's here, 3 A series. Lift halfway up, breathe in, and then pause for a moment. You could bring your hands to your shins, but create the length through the spine, from the feet, through the pelvis, tailbone to the crown, and then high plank position. So the first one is kind of nice. First sun series, just kind of slow down, integrate in onto all fours here. The knuckles, the triads of your hands, first 2 knuckles into the thumbs. Get dialed in and fired up through the legs. Take a deep breath in. And then lower to chaturanga. You could take your knees down. If you want, you could take your pelvis down even. Really good. And then just slowly rise up. Shoulders integrating into the back, really nice. Open your throat, even look up into expansiveness. Root the feet down, inner thighs up, baby toes toward the earth, baby toes turning to the floor, really good. Then downward facing dog. So rolling through, oh, really nice. Let's go wide. Give yourself maybe another foot at the foundation between your hands and feet, opening up. Really good. Dial into the hands, the claws of your hands, the toes spreading, fiery in the feet, zip up the legs. Now take a deep breath out, walk or float to your hands, and lift halfway up again. Lengthen. It's about energizing, awakening the whole body here. Out, forward, exhale. Working holistically, feet to crown and everything between. Reach up to the sky, root, draw in, reach higher, expansive, and bow forward, exhale. Really nice. Halfway up, breathe in, extending, and chaturanga, low plank, and bring flow. Upward dog, you go, expanding, downward facing dog, deep, deep breathing. Really nice. Just hollow out the armpits, soften the upper back, create the energetic line to sparking, extending to freedom, and take a deep breath out. Walk or float forward and lift halfway up. Breathe in and bow. Breathe out. Reach up, root down. Draw in from the skin in to the core. Reach higher and bow forward. Exhale. Good. Halfway up. Breathe in. And chaturanga, low. Upward facing dog. Breathe in and bow. Downward facing dog. Really nice. Set your eyes. Let this be meditation from vision, the drishti, breathing deep and free. Take a long breath out. Thigh bones back. Walk or float forward. And lift halfway up. Breathe in. Bow down deeply. Breathe out. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. Reach high. We'll come into a B series. Really good. And bow forward. Exhale. Halfway up. Breathe in. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Your vinyasa. Flow. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg to warrior one. Back foot flat. Root and rise. And be here. Breathe here. Bring your elbows. Bend your elbows to cactus-like arms. Really good. Just create the opening of the upper back, the chest. So from the back foot, root down. Scoop your tailbone in. Take your eyes up. Take your arms up. Take it back just as you're comfortable. Go up and back from your feet. Draw up through the body, out through the core. Shine light right out through the sky, through the eyes to the sky. Okay, chaturanga, flow. Really nicely, really good. Upward dog. Again, taking one breath, one step at a time. Downward dog. Left foot stepping, root deep. Back heel roots, reach up. Take your eyes up. Let your hips drop down. And just come into a breathing that is supportive. Your vision, setting the eyes, your eyes on the prize of the present moment. From your feet, feel earth and draw up the legs, scooping the tailbone. Draw into the core, up and out you go. Go back, shine back, healthy back. Wow, awesome. Hands through your heart. Chaturanga low, and vinyasa. Bring the flow. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Ha, ha. Really good, awesome. Arms lift, soften here. Draw the core in here. Legs to the back, inner thighs back. Take a deep breath out and bring your right foot forward to crescent lunge. Reach up and deep breathing. Just simple and free. And then very gently take your left arm underneath your right arm, eagle arms. Really nice, just like that. And take the tops of the shoulders back, the deltoids back, and take your head back if you can. It's really simple. Now from the floor, you firm in. Like tighten up into the legs, up into the pelvis. It's beautiful back bend. Deep breathing, look forward. Take your back leg over your front leg to eagle pose. Just take your time. If you need to take a few baby steps to get here, do that. It's perfect. Just really in your breath, drishti, the two legs squeezing into one really firmly. Really simply, come and open it up to airplane pose. You'll take your top leg back. Last pose of the sequence. Just fly high here above it all. Really nice. Shoulders to the back, heart opening. Standing leg drawing in. Plug the mound of the big toe into the earth. Okay, samastitihi. Bring your feet together. Release your arms. Drishti. See what you see. Be in lightness. Be in expansiveness. Magic is happening, healing is happening, strengthening is happening, like right now, just going through the practice, through the process. And crescent lunge, so you'll reach up to the sky, breathe in, and bow forward, breathe out. Lift halfway up, inhale, chaturanga, vinyasa, upward dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward and reach up. Really good. And then you can soften the back knee, bend the back knee, and bring water quality to the pelvis. You can tilt the tail under, or scoop the tail, or drop it back, and just find your own sense of center horizontally, right to left, right hip lifting, left hip lowering, front of the pelvis scooping up, draw in, then eagle arms. Eagle, Baddha, Garuda Baddha. Right arm under the left arm, really nice. Fire up the back leg. Fire up the femur, draw in to the core, take your head back, take the heads of the shoulders back, then you go back, you fly, you leap from faith into infinity, Ujjayi. That's beautiful, yeah, really nice. Look forward. Eagle, step your back foot and leg forward. The eagle in balance, one. And you'll notice as you bring the two legs into one, like literally squeezing, muscularly drawing in to the center line, you are given balance, you're given a lightness, and then really simply to airplane. Just open it up, take your top leg back, interlace your hands at your back for a moment. Pull your shoulders to the back, really nice. 1, 2, breathing 3. Press through the mound of the toe at the floor. Draw the legs into the core, and then samastitihi. Relax, arms to your sides. Good work. Separate your feet like hip width. Bend your knees, take your hands to your hips, and bow forward, folding. Really good. And then take your hands to your lower back, interlace your fingers. Get into feel the mounds of the big toes. Lift your toes for a moment. Get to the inner edges of the feet. And from the feet, zip up the legs, moving your pelvis forward. Yeah, and then wrap and rinse forward. Not forcing, but breathing, feeling, and then releasing your hands to the earth. For half moon, yeah, like spider fingers, thumbs up in front of the big toes, like 18 inches or so, 1.5 feet. And take your leg up and your arm up. Really nice. And now creating a stability. So I'm going to just serve as a point of leverage for you, Leah. So press your heel into my hand. And as she presses out, she wants to draw her femur heads into the pelvis and scoop your tailbone. Press the mound of the big toe down, baby toe edges of the feet to the hips. Open your heart, shoulders back, open up, have fun, love this, open into this, and then standing splits. Bring your left hand down, catch your right ankle, and the drawing into the center, and the grounding, upper leg lifting, deepening. You can even take the upper left pelvis a little higher if you like. Just have fun. Go for free. From internal to external. Okay, really nice. And then reverse your half moon. Right arm, opposite arm to the sky. Really good. And breathing. 1, take your shoulders to your back. 2, lower belly, moving forward and upward to the sky. 3, 4. Big juicy opening, open your throat, open your head back into possibility, to freedom. Really nicely, relax, forward bending. Whoa, good work. Wow. Just bask in this yogic glow. You've generated heat, healing is happening, releasing is happening, opening is already happening in your body. So just receive it, allow for it, bask in that yogic healing, heat, and warmth. And then slowly half moon again to the other side. Bring your thumb up in front of the baby toe or even out. Yeah, gives more balance. A space between your lower hand and foot, from like hip width out, gives you Easy balance, really good. And then the breath here, deep and free. Pull through both feet. Press the mound of the big toe down on the standing foot. Press, scoop your tail. Open your throat. Open your throat. Go for free. Go into possibility. Drishti. And then gently standing splits. So it's really good. Start with the square of the pelvis. Really good. Keep the lines of tension, conscious tension drawing into the center. Get into the core. From the core, you move out. Expand out. Breath here. Opening. Yeah, and open the pelvis a little bit just for free action, expression, and then reversing your half moon. Really simple. The action of the femurs drawing into the pelvis gets you the core, Uddiyana Bandha, draw the pit of the belly in, expand out through the chest, lower lung forward, upper lung back, open your throat, take your eyes behind you, where your focus goes, energy flows. Okay, really nicely, bow forward. Forward folding, taking just 2 or 3 really calming, soothing breaths right here, integrating into crow, Bakasana. Crow, love crow. Take the arms into like chaturanga. Again, you're just doing what you can do in this moment with a focus, intentionality from the feet, pressing energies of the feet, baby toes spreading, baby toe edges of the feet pull toward the pelvis. Pull in, draw in, and then vinyasa, chaturanga. Really good. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Ha, ha. Nice. Step your right foot forward. Bring your back knee to the mat. And bring your hands to the top of your front leg. And then you can bring your hips forward, but the tendency is to just like let the leg bones collapse, and then collapse out of the pelvis. So you want to draw the femur heads up into the pelvis, get into the pelvic core. Then bend your back knee, and everything at the floor is the foundation. And you want all of the foundations drawing in. It's just drawing, squeezing, sucking the core from the floor up into the core in. Really nice. You press your leg in, yoga mudra, thumb to first finger. The drishti from the inner divinity. The 0 of this mudra represents samadhi. Samadhi from clear, opening from the floor. Draw in, expand out. Your last deep breath, shine out, inspire up to flow out. Okay, release, good work. Downward facing dog, awesome. Ha, ha, good work. This is so healthy. It's really healthy. Okay, take your left foot forward. Again, crescent, lunge into yoga mudra. Just establish the floor, the foundation, draw in. And from your inner yes, you catch your back foot. And notice if you're really wobbly, that's just good feedback. It's telling you the stira, the earth element is missing. So if you're really wobbly, start drawing in, tensing the muscles of the legs from the feet. Get into the inner edges of the feet. From the floor, draw up through the core, from the belly, out through the heart, right lung forward, left lung back. Yeah, even more. And then go back, take your head back, open your throat back. Okay, really good, Leah. I'm kind of pushing you over. Really good. And downward facing dog. Take a deep, deep breath in and a sigh. And then really simply take your right leg up to the sky with an internal rotation, bend the upper knee, and open your hips over just to a point where this feels like a nice release. You can let your shoulders, it's up to you, but you can twist your upper body a bit, or you can stay more neutral, and then change legs. Really good. Right foot down, take the left leg up, internal rotation, bend the upper knee, get really drawn into core here, then open out. Scoop the tailbone from both feet. It's really good. Her feet are like really alive, activated. Create that from the feet, from the hands. Come off center at the upper body if you choose. Shoulders to your back, opening. Okay, releasing. Both feet down. And then step your right foot forward to half pigeon. Half pigeon. And you'll create somewhat of a square in your front leg. A variation that feels good to you. You could use a block under your pelvis. Use a block. So keeping the hips kind of lifted, actually, you want to keep them elevated firstly from the foundation. So you can kind of model that, Leah, like collapse your legs. Just let the legs drop, and you'll notice she sinks down. And do it without the block. And then, so you see how she sinks, right? You're kind of sinking. Now take the legs and draw them in, and the pelvis goes up. Draw the legs in, draw the legs in, and then relax them down. Yeah, draw in, pelvis up, see that? And then relax them. Yeah, see, collapse, and now draw in. Really good. Keep that drawing in and that elevation. And then, if you want, you could use a block. And then you could go forward, you could recline. You could be here, you could bring a variation, you could always bend the knee. How's that? That is juicy. So be mindful, but this is your practice, and to be creative and intuitive, giving yourself what you need, and then gently release here. Come into downward facing dog. Really good, and take several deep, full breaths here. Integrate again into all fours. Notice the difference between the right side, the left side after taking half pigeon in one hemisphere of the body. And then take your left leg forward, again, half pigeon. Really nice. And keeping the back toes tucked just allows for an energetic line to be present. And then collapse the pelvis, just check in there, and then draw the legs in to the lift, and then release once more. Stay up, just release, collapse the legs, really good, and then draw them in to the lift, get the lift, and then take it forward. So it's really tempting to, just collapse, we just kind of plop into this, but we lose the real, expansive results that are available to us. So the drawing in, the Sthita Sukha Asanam, the drawing into the center line, creating the center, the core, and from the core you then reach out. You dissolve the tension, you allow the holding patterns to disappear, breathing deep and free, drishti, really feeling what you're feeling. So our hip opening practice is really an opportunity to feel our body, to experience what we're experiencing in our body, the sensations, and kind of moving around, being curious and interested. And when you kind of discover a holding pattern, you kind of move the breath in there, move your intentionality into the holding point, and then allow them to evaporate. And they do, right in our experience, the tensions dissolve when we're present with them. Really nice. Oh, we didn't do this, so you gotta add this, Leah, because she's a good practitioner. So if you have the availability of this, then take it. This feels good to you, Leah? Mm-hmm. So this is good for her right now. It might be good for you right now, or it might not. So you want to find what feels good, what fits, what works for you right now. Modify, adapt, challenge yourself, but be gentle, and then release. Really nice, Leah. Come to downward facing dog. Really good. Just take several deep breaths, several long, deep, and free Ujjayi breaths through your whole body. And bring your feet about halfway up your mat. Walk up and bring your knees to the floor. Lift your feet and cross your ankles. Roll over your feet onto your back. And you'll take Viparita Karani. So bring your knees up into your chest, or maybe bring your feet down and lift your hips and place a block so it's comfortably placed in a point of stability at your lower back, pelvis, and then knees in, and then legs to the sky. And then, spread the toes, activate the feet, and just create dynamic line of energy so that the circulatory system can just kind of, you're reversing the flow. The quality here is stillness. Stillness into expansiveness. Yeah, you can close your eyes, you soften, move your shoulders to your back a little bit. Really nice. And just, this is a pose of receptivity. You've given yourself a wonderful gift, and now you're allowing all of the poses, the practice, to assimilate, allow new energy to move in from your skin to every cell, every nook and cranny of your body is just receiving this energetic wave from the feet down the legs into the core, from your abdominal core up through the heart center and back into the brain. A deep, deep release. And then very gently bring your knees into your chest. Bring your feet to the earth. Lift your hips. Remove the block. Come into Shavasana. Just stretching yourself out and allowing nothing to stand between you and the floor. So Shavasana is both awake, we being in an awakened state, and also deep, deep, deep rest. So you're letting go of everything, any worries, any concerns, put them on a shelf, and just allow this moment to be enough. Allow this to be okay and perfect, this moment. The floor is a reference to the present moment. Feel the floor and let go. The jaw, the face, let your tongue fall into your throat. Let your pelvis release into an opening. The heat, the healing heat from this practice. Allow the heat to absorb, to be absorbed deeply by the whole pelvis, the pelvis releasing into a deeper opening right now. Notice the quality of a star in your body, the star that you are, the crown, your two hands and your head, your feet, feet to the head, head to the hands, the energetic periphery, into the very center line of your body, into the energetic center. Can you sense your energetic center, your spiritual center, your heart center? And from the very center of your heart, just like a sun bursting, great opening, like the morning sun rising, from the heart energetically out through your whole body, releasing more deeply, opening to your own greatness and for what's possible in your life on this planet right now. And then very gently rolling to your right side into a fetal position, just curling up, bringing your head toward your hands and your hands toward your head, just curling up for a moment and just coming into this space, internalizing, feeling the energetic center, the solar plexus that's present here, and the soothing, nurturing quality of this asana here. And then from this same side, very gently, sitting up with your eyes closed, just find your way up. You can use a block again if you like. Maybe sit on a block, and it's really nice to bring your pelvis higher than your knees. And so in a simple cross-leg position or lotus position, just create comfort in the pelvis, the earth of your body, the base, up through the spine, your shoulders integrating, the head, the chin, the neck, and balance. And be aware of your center, the center line. Bring your hands to your heart center into Anjali mudra, acknowledging who you are, acknowledging your commitment, the commitment to your own growth, that this action of the practice you've done today, that you've given yourself, the actions, the intentions realized fully in this moment. Acknowledging that you're someone who is up to great things and cultivating who you are in the greatest of ways through this practice of yoga. And take a deep, deep breath in, and namaste. Thank you, Leah. Great work, awesome, really good work. The practice continues from the mat into the world, into your life, from right here, forever. Thank you very much. Namaste.